In the vast reaches of space, the Galactic Empire reigned supreme. Known for its powerful fleets and ruthless tactics, the Empire had conquered many worlds. But now their sights were set on a new target, Earth. They believed that crushing humanity would be an easy victory, another notch in their long list of conquests. The Empire's high command gathered in their grand war room, a chamber filled with holographic maps and star charts. General Varkos, one of the Empire's top commanders, reviewed the final plans for the assault on Earth. He was confident. "We've gathered the best ships and the most skilled officers," he declared, his voice echoing off the metal walls. "This will be a straightforward operation." On Earth, the situation was much different. The planet's leaders were aware of the impending threat but had little time to prepare. The Galactic Empire's approach was swift and unexpected. Humanity's defenses, though advanced, were not ready for such a powerful force. Faced with the grim reality of an impending invasion, Earth's top military strategists convened in a secret underground bunker. Inside the bunker, the mood was tense. The room was dimly lit, with screens flashing data and images of the approaching enemy fleet. General Anna Roberts, Earth's lead military strategist, paced back and forth. She looked at the holographic display showing the massive Empire fleet moving closer. "We need to act quickly," she said, her voice firm. "We don't have the firepower to match them head-on." Among the crowd of worried faces was a man who seemed calm despite the chaos around him. Captain James Carter, a veteran of many battles and leader of the Earth's most secretive project, was known for his sharp mind and unyielding courage. He stepped forward and addressed the group. "There is one option left," he said. "The Defiant." The room fell silent. The Defiant was a ship of legend, spoken of in hushed tones. It was said to be equipped with experimental technology far beyond anything the Empire had encountered. Few had seen it, and fewer still knew its full capabilities. But it was Earth's last hope. Captain Carter continued, "The Defiant is ready. It's equipped with advanced weaponry and technology that we've never used before. It may be our best chance to hold them off." The leaders exchanged uncertain glances. "Do we really believe this ship can make a difference?" one of them asked. Captain Carter nodded. "We have no other choice. The Defiant is our last line of defense. If we don't act now, Earth will fall." General Roberts took a deep breath and made her decision. "Prepare the Defiant for deployment," she ordered. "Captain Carter, you have command." The crew of the Defiant was a mix of seasoned warriors and brilliant engineers. They quickly got to work, making final preparations for the impending battle. The ship itself was a marvel of engineering, with sleek lines and a hull designed to withstand the most severe attacks. Its weaponry was state-of-the-art, capable of firing energy blasts with devastating power. As the Defiant prepared for launch, Captain Carter took one last look at Earth from the observation deck. The planet, with its swirling clouds and blue oceans, seemed so peaceful. He knew that peace was about to be shattered. "We're ready," he told his crew, determination in his eyes. "Let's show them what humanity can do." With that, the Defiant blasted off into space, heading towards the Galactic Empire's fleet. The crew braced themselves for the battle ahead, knowing that the fate of Earth rested on their shoulders. The galaxy's most powerful empire was about to face an unexpected challenge, and the outcome of this clash would change everything. As the Defiant approached the enemy fleet, the stage was set for a confrontation that would test the limits of both sides. The Galactic Empire was confident of an easy victory, but they were about to discover that humanity had one last powerful weapon in its arsenal. The Defiant cruised through space, its engines humming softly as it approached the Galactic Empire's fleet. The crew, tense but focused, prepared for the upcoming battle. Captain James Carter stood at the command console, his eyes fixed on the holographic display showing the enemy's position. The Empire's ships were massive, their sleek, dark forms blotting out the stars. "Approaching enemy fleet," reported Lieutenant Sarah Wells, the ship's tactical officer. Her fingers danced over the controls, her face illuminated by the glow of the screens. Captain Carter nodded. "All hands prepare for combat. I want full shields up and weapons ready." The crew sprang into action, their movements quick and efficient. The Defiant's advanced technology was about to be put to the ultimate test. The ship's sleek design and powerful weapons had been built for this kind of fight, but nothing could fully prepare them for the battle ahead. On the Empire's flagship, General Varkos and his officers watched the approach of the Defiant with a mix of curiosity and disdain. A single human ship, Varkos scoffed. This should be easy. The Empire's fleet, confident and well-prepared, moved into position. Their ships were armed with heavy laser cannons and advanced shielding. The Empire's strategy was simple: overwhelm the enemy with superior firepower. As the Defiant closed in, Captain Carter's voice rang out over the intercom. "We're entering firing range. Target the lead ship and prepare to engage." The Defiant's weapon systems locked onto the nearest Empire vessel. The ship's guns charged, ready to unleash their deadly payload. Captain Carter's grip tightened on the console as he gave the order. "Fire!" The Defiant's guns roared to life, sending bright bolts of energy streaking through space. The first volley hit the Empire's lead ship with stunning accuracy. The Empire's crew was caught off guard as their shields struggled to absorb the impact. The lead ship shuddered under the assault, its hull scarred and smoking. "What just happened?" General Varkos demanded, his face pale with surprise. The Empire's ships responded quickly, firing back with their own weapons. Laser beams and missiles streaked through space, targeting the Defiant. The ship's advanced shields flared brightly as they absorbed the incoming fire. The crew braced themselves as the ship rocked with the force of the explosions. "Shields at 80%, Lieutenant Wells reported. Incoming fire is intense, but we're holding steady." Captain Carter's eyes were sharp as he assessed the situation. "Return fire! Focus on the enemy ship's weapon systems. We need to disable their firepower." The Defiant's guns fired in precise bursts, targeting the Empire's weapons arrays. The enemy ships began to lose their effectiveness as their weapon systems were damaged. The Empire's fleet struggled to respond, their attacks becoming less coordinated and more desperate. Within moments, the tide of the battle began to shift. The Empire's ships, once so confident, were now reeling from the unexpected strength of the Defiant. The crew of the Defiant pressed their advantage, their weapons slicing through the enemy fleet with deadly accuracy. On the Empire's flagship, General Varkos roared with frustration. "Why are we losing? This ship should be nothing compared to our might." The Defiant continued its relentless assault, the Empire's ships falling one by one. The lead ship, severely damaged and unable to fight back, attempted to retreat, but it was too late. The Defiant's final shot struck true, and the ship exploded in a brilliant burst of light. The remaining Empire ships began to retreat, their confidence shattered by the unexpected defeat. The Defiant had proved itself a formidable opponent, and the once overwhelming Empire fleet was now a broken, fleeing force. Captain Carter and his crew watched as the last of the enemy ships vanished into the darkness of space. "Good work, everyone," Carter said, his voice steady despite the adrenaline still coursing through him. "We've given them something to think about." The crew of the Defiant exhaled in relief. The first encounter had been a resounding success, but they knew this was just the beginning. The Galactic Empire would not take this defeat lightly, and the real battle was yet to come. As the Defiant prepared for its next move, Captain Carter looked out into the vastness of space, his mind focused on the challenges ahead. The Empire had been given a taste of humanity's resolve, and the coming battles would test their strength even further. The news of the defeat at the hands of the Defiant spread quickly through the Galactic Empire. General Varkos paced angrily on the bridge of his flagship, his face flushed with frustration. His fleet, once invincible, had been shattered by a single human ship. It was an insult to the Empire's might. "This is unacceptable!" Varkos roared, slamming his fist onto the console. "How could a single ship cause so much damage? We need to send our elite fleet immediately." His officers, tense and worried, nodded in agreement. They understood the gravity of the situation. The Empire's pride was on the line, and a swift, decisive response was needed. The elite fleet, known for its unparalleled power and advanced technology, would be the solution. In the Empire's central command, a new strategy was being devised. Admiral Rylos, a seasoned and respected leader, was put in charge of mobilizing the elite fleet. He was known for his tactical brilliance and unyielding discipline. The task ahead was to ensure that the Defiant and its crew would not escape their wrath. Admiral Rylos reviewed the fleet's readiness with his top officers. The elite fleet was made up of the Empire's most advanced warships, each equipped with the latest weaponry and defensive systems. The ships were sleek and deadly, their designs optimized for both offense and defense. "Prepare the fleet for immediate deployment," Admiral Rylos ordered. "We will show the humans that their small victory was a fluke. They have underestimated us, and we will make them regret it." The officers quickly set to work. Ships were stocked with supplies, crews were briefed, and every detail was meticulously checked. The elite fleet's ships moved from their docking bays, engines roaring as they prepared for the journey to confront the Defiant. Back on Earth, Captain James Carter and his crew of the Defiant were still reeling from their unexpected victory. The ship had returned to a hidden space station for repairs and resupply. The atmosphere on the station was one of cautious optimism. The crew knew they had achieved something extraordinary, but they were not naive. The Galactic Empire would not take this defeat lightly. Lieutenant Sarah Wells monitored the sensors and communications. "Captain, we're picking up unusual activity from the Empire's forces. It looks like they're mobilizing something big." Captain Carter's expression hardened. "I was expecting them to react, but this sounds serious. Prepare the ship for another engagement. We need to be ready for whatever they throw at us." As the Defiant made its final preparations, Admiral Rylos's fleet was making its way to the human sector. The ships, with their powerful engines and impressive firepower, cut through space with deadly precision. The elite fleet was confident, knowing they had the advantage in numbers and technology. Admiral Rylos briefed his fleet. "We have one goal: to neutralize the Defiant and any other human threats. This ship has embarrassed the Empire, and we will not rest until we have restored our honor. We will hit them hard and ensure they never dare challenge us again." The elite fleet approached the human sector with purpose. Their massive ships formed a formidable array, ready to strike with overwhelming force. The crew aboard each ship prepared for battle, their focus unwavering. They had been trained to handle any situation, and they were eager to show their might. Back on the Defiant, Captain Carter and his crew were on high alert. The ship's sensors detected the massive fleet closing in. The crew gathered in the command center, their faces set with determination. "This is it," Carter said, his voice steady. "The Empire is sending everything they've got. We need to use our advantage and strike first. Let's show them that we're not just a one-off victory." The Defiant's engines roared to life, and the ship moved out of its hidden position. As the elite fleet loomed in the distance, the stage was set for an epic confrontation. The battle ahead would be the ultimate test of humanity's resolve and the Defiant's capabilities. The two sides were about to clash, and the outcome of this battle would determine the future of humanity's fight against the Galactic Empire. The Defiant prepared to face the full might of the elite fleet, knowing that their victory would not come easily. The stage was set for an epic clash. The elite fleet of the Galactic Empire, brimming with advanced technology and powerful weaponry, moved into position. The massive ships formed a menacing formation, their dark hulls gleaming against the backdrop of space. They were ready to crush the Defiant and restore the Empire's honor. On board the Defiant, Captain James Carter and his crew were bracing themselves. The ship was fully armed and its shields were at maximum strength. The crew was tense but determined, aware that they were about to face the toughest challenge yet. The bridge was filled with the hum of activity as the crew made final preparations. "Captain, the elite fleet is in sight," reported Lieutenant Sarah Wells, her eyes glued to the sensors. "They're closing in fast." Captain Carter nodded. "All hands, brace for impact. We're about to engage the enemy." The Defiant's engines roared as it accelerated toward the Empire's fleet. The vast, imposing ships of the elite fleet loomed ahead, their weapons primed and ready. As the distance closed, the battle began with a blinding flash of energy. The Empire's ships unleashed a barrage of laser fire and missiles, their attacks streaking through space toward the Defiant. The human ship's shields flared brightly as they absorbed the incoming fire, the energy crackling around it. The Defiant rocked with the force of the explosions, but its shields held strong. "Shields holding at 60%! Shouted Wells over the din of battle. "We're taking heavy fire." Captain Carter's face was set with determination. "Return fire! Target their weapon systems and engines. We need to reduce their firepower." The Defiant's guns roared to life, sending waves of energy bolts streaking toward the Empire's ships. The first few shots hit their mark, causing the Empire's ships to shudder and their defenses to flare. The Empire's elite fleet was formidable, but the Defiant's advanced weaponry and agile maneuvering began to take their toll. The battle raged on, a chaotic dance of laser beams and explosions. The Empire's ships, once confident, now struggled to maintain their advantage. The Defiant's crew worked tirelessly, their actions precise and coordinated. Each enemy ship that fell was a testament to their skill and bravery. General Varkos, watching the battle unfold from his flagship, was furious. "Why aren't we winning? These humans should be no match for us." Admiral Rylos, calm and focused, analyzed the situation. "The Defiant is more than we anticipated. We need to adjust our tactics." As the battle continued, the Defiant's crew used every trick in their arsenal. The ship's advanced maneuvering systems allowed it to dodge enemy fire and strike back with precision. The Empire's ships, though powerful, were becoming disorganized. Their once formidable formation was now a chaotic mess. Captain Carter took advantage of the confusion, directing the Defiant to focus on the Empire's flagship. "Let's hit their command ship. If we take it down, the rest of their fleet will lose coordination." The Defiant's guns fired in concentrated bursts, targeting the flagship's critical systems. The Empire's flagship, already battered from the ongoing battle, struggled to defend itself. The powerful shots from the Defiant's weapons caused the flagship to tremble and its shields to flicker. With a final, decisive blast, the flagship's shields failed, and the ship exploded in a brilliant flash of light. The remaining Empire ships watched in horror as their command vessel was destroyed. The loss of their flagship caused panic among the fleet. Seeing their chance, Captain Carter ordered a full assault on the remaining enemy ships. The Defiant's crew pressed the attack, their victory now within reach. The Empire's fleet, once so powerful and confident, was now in disarray. The Defiant's relentless assault continued until the last of the enemy ships were either destroyed or in full retreat. As the battle ended, the Defiant stood victorious amidst the debris of the fallen fleet. The crew cheered and celebrated, their hard-fought victory a testament to their courage and skill. Captain Carter looked out into space, the remnants of the elite fleet scattered before them. The Defiant had faced the full might of the Galactic Empire and emerged triumphant. The battle had been fierce, but humanity had proven its strength. The Empire would now have to rethink its strategy, and the Defiant's crew would savor their hard-won victory as they prepared for whatever challenges lay ahead. The stars glimmered in the aftermath of the battle, their light casting a soft glow over the wreckage of the Galactic Empire's elite fleet. The Defiant floated in space, its hull scarred but intact. Inside the ship, the crew was buzzing with a mix of relief and triumph. They had just defeated a fleet that had seemed unbeatable, and the victory was sweet. Captain James Carter stood on the bridge, his gaze fixed on the stars. The battle had been hard fought, but they had emerged victorious. The crew gathered around, their faces tired but filled with pride. The excitement was palpable. "Excellent work, everyone," Captain Carter said, his voice steady. "You've all done an incredible job. We faced the Empire's best, and we won." Lieutenant Sarah Wells, her face glowing with relief, replied, "We couldn't have done it without the whole team. The Defiant proved itself today." The crew cheered, their voices echoing through the ship. They had faced overwhelming odds and had come out on top. It was a victory that would be remembered for a long time. But amidst the celebration, Captain Carter remained focused. He knew that this victory was just the beginning. The Galactic Empire would not take this defeat lightly, and the battle was far from over. The Empire's leaders would be planning their next move, and humanity needed to be ready. The Defiant set a course for the nearest human outpost. The ship's crew needed to report their victory and prepare for the next phase of their mission. The journey would be a time for reflection and preparation. As the Defiant approached the outpost, the crew prepared to disembark. The outpost was a bustling hub of activity, filled with people and technology. The arrival of the Defiant was met with cheers and congratulations from the outpost's inhabitants. "We've been waiting for news from you," said Commander Harris of the outpost, his face lighting up with a smile. "We heard about the battle. Congratulations on your victory." Captain Carter shook hands with Commander Harris. "Thank you. It was a tough fight, but we managed to hold our own. The Empire's elite fleet is no longer a threat." The outpost quickly got to work, analyzing the data from the battle and preparing for any possible retaliatory strikes from the Empire. The news of the victory spread quickly, boosting morale across human colonies. The Empire's defeat had shown that humanity was a force to be reckoned with. As the Defiant's crew took some much-needed rest, they reflected on their journey. They had faced impossible odds and had proven themselves against a powerful enemy. Their victory had not only protected Earth, but had also paved the way for new possibilities. Captain Carter met with his senior officers in a planning room. "We've achieved something incredible, but we need to stay vigilant. The Empire won't give up easily, and we must be prepared for whatever comes next. Lieutenant Wells nodded in agreement. We've shown that we can stand up to the Empire, but this is just the beginning. We need to build on this victory and strengthen our defenses. The crew worked together to reinforce their strategies and improve their readiness. The Defiant was a symbol of human strength and resilience, and its crew was determined to continue their fight for freedom and security. As the days passed, the human colonies rallied around their new symbol of hope. The victory of the Defiant had sparked a renewed sense of unity and purpose. Humanity was no longer just a minor player in the galactic stage. They had proven their strength and courage. Captain Carter stood on the bridge of the Defiant, looking out at the vast expanse of space. The stars seemed to shine a little brighter, reflecting the hope and determination of the human spirit. The battle against the Galactic Empire was far from over, but humanity had shown that it was ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. The Defiant prepared to set out once more, ready to face the unknown and defend humanity's future. The journey ahead was filled with uncertainty, but the crew was united by a common purpose. They had achieved a great victory, and they were ready to face whatever came next with the same bravery and resolve that had brought them this far.